my name is David Wilkie, and I created the ride to honor my late mother after she died. She never wanted a memorial, she never wanted a plaque, but if people got on bicycles and went to cover bridges, she would have appreciated that. So what I love so much about creating this ride is that it's a way to give back to my community, Rush County, and it's the one event that hits multiple communities in Rush County on the same day. It's a 50-mile ride that goes through 5 towns and 5 covered bridges. We have shorter distances too. But when I was creating the ride, I knew how beautiful it was, and I knew if we built it that people would come. Last year we had 403 riders from 21 states, and that's in our 4th year, and the sky's the limit. I always thought that I'd like to give back to the place that I grew up, and I've always wondered, is there something in the water here? You know, there are people in Rush County that have done some really amazing things, and I just want to see if that next generation can do the same thing, or if they can do a little bit more. So the ride starts in Rushville, and it begins the Wilkie Days Parade, which is in honor of my grandfather, Wendell Wilkie, who was the 1940 Republican presidential nominee. When I think about the ride, and while I founded the ride and came up with the idea and the concept, really it's the community that puts this on. I am so proud of our volunteers. They have done more and above and beyond what I can imagine. We have 60 volunteers throughout our 5 communities. That put on 7 different stops, or supply and gear stops, SAG stops. And also I'd like to give a big shout out to the Rush County, the county commissioners, the sheriff's department, and the highway department. The highway department actually power sweeps 50 miles of roads for this ride. And they have gone above and beyond. I can't thank them enough for all that they do. The Rush County Police Department, the Mayor's Office, the Parks Department, everybody comes together to put this ride on to make sure that it is safe and as smooth as possible.
Dave.
Hey, good morning. It's a great day. Going to be beautiful conditions out. We got about 20 minutes to sunrise this morning. I'm just here putting up our sponsor signs that we're very proud of all of our sponsors this morning, and we want to make sure that all of our sponsors get the name and recognition that they deserve and appreciation. So just talked to a couple gentlemen that came in from Greenfield and one from Cumberland, Indiana. Just drove in. They were our first people that show up. It's nice. They're ready to get out there, and yeah, so this is very exciting this morning.
What am I doing?
Hi.
No. Come on, Chris. No. We are ready for today. Carol is going to give directive. She will be prepared for that. Carol's the executive director of United Fund, and she would like to tell you all about today. No, I would not. Hit it, Carol.
No, I would not.
Carol, we go way back.
We do, don't we?
Yeah. Ready for today?
We are. I think we are ready for today.
Let them know what the numbers were as of 2 a.m.
The numbers as of Monday, this past Monday, were 231 riders. And as of 4 a.m. this morning, we now have 450.
Holy cow.
450 registered riders for today.
So what all goes on in here?
Nothing really goes on in here. After the ride, we have tables set up for the riders to come in and have their ice cream and their BLTs if they'd like. There's also water and lemonade going to be in here. So,
And they vote for their
and they
favorite
vote
SAG
for their
stop.
favorite SAG stop right over here. They get a poker chip. The 50-mile riders do. They get poker chips and they vote for which SAG stop was the best.
What's your prediction?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't seen any of them. I want to go around and see them first, but I'm kind of liking the Barbie themed one.
Well, what brings you to the 5 and 50 today? Why did you decide this road?
Great people, great weather, great community, and the Hoosier landscape this time of year is to die for.
This is my first one riding. I did one of the SAG stops last year. And the girls rode and Micah rode. I think everybody else except for myself and Seta rode last year.
Yeah?
So, yeah. This is some of our first time, some of our second time.
What made you decide to do it again or come out?
Friends are all doing it, and they said it's a great ride, so I wanted to come down and be part of it.
All right.
I was doing some work with the city of Rushville the first time I did it, and came out to see what it was about, and I was Ironman training at the time, and so a long supported ride sounded like a great thing.
And you ride for cancer, or to fight cancer, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a ride we do once a year, and we fundraise all year long and train, and then we do the bike ride in September. It was last weekend actually. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then this is kind of we've sort of changed, and now that's sort of a training ride for this one. So we do 35 miles for that one, and then we'll do the 50 today.
He got faster than me, and I got to get faster than him now. I got to get him back to Crown.
It's fun. It's a fun ride.
It's beautiful ride.
Great sags and everything. So yeah, great ride.
I like the sags and how they vie for your vote.
Right. Yeah.
We love the 5 and 50 here at STS. We go to events all over the country. We spend a lot of time up in Michigan, but we send people out to Gravel Worlds, Unbound, the BWR, some pretty big time events. And the one thing that we see is that hosting a cycling event sure seems to be a source of civic pride, and it really brings the community together. And wherever we go, we meet wonderful people. And I gotta be honest, I'm biased and I know that, but I really believe that there's something special about the 5 and 50. The ride offers a competitive aspect with Strava segments. It offers sightseeing. You get to see our bridges, the countryside. You get to see Amish people, learn a little bit about our history. It's a great place to do your first 50-mile ride. And the coolest thing for me is the parade start. I've ridden the 5 and 50 a couple of times. I've been there just to watch and support. But the cool thing is that parade start. Going down Main Street, you see all the people there to watch the parade, and they yell and scream and shake their bells, and kids wave at you, and it's just a cool thing.
The 5 and 50 bike ride, it actually brings the community together. We have members of the Sciotes, Milroy Sorority, and they provide snacks for the bike ride, the stop. They also help during the ride to greet the bike riders as they come through. Some of our students participate as well as staff members. My favorite part is actually talking to the bike riders and seeing where they're from. A lot of them have stories that they've been back, they keep returning, and I like to see that. We had one gentleman that has been here the last several years, and he took a water bottle that we were giving away a couple years ago, and last year he brought the water bottle back. It's just a plastic Milroy Elementary water bottle, but he brought it back, and then this year I was excited to see that he had the water bottle back again, and I think next year I'll probably get him a little bit better water bottle to give to him. So just the connections that we make with some of the bike riders is really neat to see.
I thought it was an awesome ride. I loved the countryside roads, and I loved the farm fields, and I loved the trees.
Is this your first?
Third year.
What makes you keep coming back?
Just an awesome ride and good stops and the BLT at the end.
No, we had a good time. It's been years since I've done this one, like 3 or 4 years since I've done this, but the course was marked very well. A lot of advance notice and a lot of don't go this way. It was great.
I think Rushville's a unique place. I think that a lot of people talk about being rural, and I always say Rushville's real rural, which is we don't have to do anything to make us look rural. We are rural, and I think that it's a very unique personality out here, and getting to know it is enjoyable. Well, for us, you look for those events that are big draws and those events that have an identity. And the 5 and 50 to me is one of those events that has a big draw. It is a name type event, and it brings in a completely different crowd than we would normally be used to. I think before the 5 and 50, I don't know that there was ever anything more than maybe a bike-a-thon here and there. But now you have people who come to Rushville, know Rushville because of that specific event. It is a little bit of it's a unique ride because the bridges are there, and you're integrating obviously the sport into a piece of history, and so it kind of gets the local community kind of wound up because they're proud and they want to show off what they have. But it lets those people who are coming to town, they get to do what they want to do, which is ride a bike. Yeah, I think the community shows well now, and I think that's really important. I think that another thing is, I think that with the 5 and 50, with the concert series, with anything we do, I think we work really hard to be good hosts. I think we try to make sure that the riders come in, they get different things that they're going to remember this event. They're going to get food. We treat them very, very well because we want them to understand how much we appreciate them coming to town and taking part in what we're doing down here. And I think that the concert series has been a good thing because I think we put on a good concert as far as music, but I think the artists like it because I think we do a really good job of taking care of them while they're in town.